Hello, hello little uns. It's me, Mrs McKee, back in the hut for our final video of this summer term. Oh my goodness, it's gone very quickly indeed. And you can tell that unfortunately I didn't manage to get my microphone working over this last week, so I'm still a little bit fuzzy, but you're just going to have to turn your ears up so you can hear really clearly. I'll get as close as I can to my microphone until I need to play my ukulele. We're going to learn a new action song to start off with, and you are going to need to stand up and get yourselves ready. If I say heads and shoulders to you, you might think you know this song already, but you'd be wrong because it's completely different. It has some actions, so I'm going to teach you those first. You need to touch your head, your shoulders, then you clap, then you do your knees, and then you clap again. So that's a little pattern. And the words for each of those actions are heads and shoulders, baby. So every time you say head, you touch your head, your shoulders. Every time you say baby, you clap your hands. And then we count. So each of the numbers are on your knees. 1, but then we clap in the middle. 2, 3. Just do that with me. 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear that 3 comes a bit early? Okay, so from the beginning it goes heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Try. Off we go. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then you do it again. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Now this time you just do heads and shoulders. You don't say baby. Heads and shoulders, heads and shoulders. You do it 2 times. Do that with me. Heads and shoulders, heads and shoulders. Then you go back to the pattern. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. So, from the beginning, this is the action pattern. Off we go. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Heads and shoulders, and then baby 1. Oh, sorry. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. I got confused watching myself in the laptop. I've been doing it all these weeks, and our very last session I get confused looking at myself. Ah, never mind. Okay, so that's our pattern, but it has got a song to it. Have a listen. I'll do it first. You can do the actions with me. Get them right this time. Goes like this. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. So can you hear it? Still got a pattern to it. Heads and shoulders, baby. Every time you do that, it sounds like that. Heads and shoulders, baby. And the counts are all the same. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Do you want to see if you can try it with me? Ooh, good luck. Off we go. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Now different. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so watch out for the heads and shoulders that comes twice in the middle, and then heads and shoulders again. Feels like it's 3 times, but we've got a baby at the end. Should we do it one more time, nice and slow? Off we go. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Heads and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. And then clap to finish. Okay, got it? Good, because we're going to do some different ones now. Instead of saying heads and shoulders this time, I want you to sing ears and eyebrows, baby. 1, 2, 3. Exactly the same song, just instead of heads and shoulders, ears and eyebrows. Let's try it. Off we go. Ears and eyebrows, baby. 1, 2, 3. Ears and eyebrows, baby. 1, 2, 3. Ears and eyebrows, ears and eyebrows, ears and eyebrows, baby. 1, 2, 3. Was that quite hard to do without poking yourself in the eye? I hope not. One more. Okay, here you go. If you're standing up, you could do all sorts of actions with this. You could do things like knees and ankles, baby, but I'm sitting down, so I can't do that one with you. You could do hips and tummies, baby. There's lots. But as I said, I'm sitting down so that I can see you clearly. So I'm going to do something different. Comb your hair, baby. 1, 2, 3. Do it with me. Off we go. Comb your hair, baby. 1, 2, 3. Comb your hair, baby. 1, 2, 3. Comb your hair, comb your hair, comb your hair, baby. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. Let's be silly. Why not? It's our last video. As I said, you could make up whatever you wanted for this song. You could teach it to your family. You could go swim the channel if you wanted to. But for the last one, I'm going to be a chicken. Why not? So, be a chicken, baby. 1, ready, steady, off we go. Be a chicken, baby. 1, 2, 3. Be a chicken, baby. 1, 2, 3. Be a chicken, be a chicken, be a chicken, baby. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. So you can practice that at home over the summer. Maybe when I get to see you in September, we could do it all together. That would be great fun, wouldn't it, if we're allowed? But as I said, you could make up whatever actions you wanted to, and you could get faster as you did them, which would be a real challenge, wouldn't it? Enjoy that. I think that's a great song. Good for getting ourselves warmed up. So you can sit down now, you're allowed, and I am going to get ready to continue and finish off our Lion and the Mouse story, which we started last week. Do you remember? It was part of a group of stories called Aesop's Fables. I don't know whether anybody went and found out anything about Aesop's Fables, or maybe found some other stories that are from Aesop's Fables. So let's just remind ourselves of the story. So, a lion catches a little mouse in his great big paw. Just before he's going to eat him, the mouse says, "Oh, please don't eat me, Mr. Lion. I may be able to help you one day." And the lion thinks this is so funny that he shoos the mouse away and says, "Go on then, off with you." But a little time later, the lion finds himself tangled up in a net that the hunters have left. And the mouse hears him roar and scurries to try and find him. He finds the net and he nibbles all the way through the ropes to set the lion free. So we did the first 2 verses last time, didn't we? We did a song bit and an action bit. And we've got 2 more to learn today. So let's see if we can remember the first bit. The jungle king, and then you sing the echo. The jungle king gave a great big roar, gave a great big roar, when he caught a mouse, when he caught a mouse, with his great big paw, with his great big paw. Dear king, said the mouse, dear king, said the mouse, will you let me free, will you let me free? For the day may come, for the day may come, when you might need me, when you might need me. Do you remember? Great. So then the next part, we did some actions and some sounds. The king was amazed. He roared a lot. Roar, 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 roar. The lion was strong, and you remember then you tap your collarbones with your big fists. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the mouse was not, and you do it with your tiny fingers. But the lion set him free, shoo, 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 with a giggle and a grin. Ha, ha, tee, hee. To think that a mouse could save the king. Do you remember all of that? I hope so, because the next section is very similar. We sing again, but this time slightly different words. But it's easy because you just do the echoes. The jungle king, you sing it, the jungle king gave a great big roar, gave a great big roar. He was trapped by ropes, he was trapped by ropes on the jungle floor, on the jungle floor. And then we sing the little mouse bit again. Dear king, said the mouse, dear king, said the mouse, I will set you free, I will set you free. For the day has come, for the day has come, when you do need me, when you do need me. Okay, so you just have to do the echoes exactly as I sang them. We'll go on to the next bit now so that we can really finish it off in a moment. So this time, our mouse is going to scurry around. So do some scurrying actions. We go like this. The mouse scurried round. Scurry around. He squeaked a lot. And we do our squeaks again. Squeak, 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 squeak. Okay, so shall we say those together? Off we go. The mouse scurried round. He squeaked a lot. Squeak, 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 squeak. Now this time I want to see how lovely your teeth are. His teeth were strong. Can you do it? His teeth were strong. And he chewed each knot. And this time we're going to have little mousy jaws going chomp, 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 chomp. Can you do that with me? His teeth were strong. And he chewed each knot. Chomp, 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 chomp. Okay, from the beginning of that bit. So the mouse scurried round, off we go. The mouse scurried round. He squeaked a lot. Squeak, 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 squeak. His teeth were strong. And he chewed each knot. Chomp, 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 chomp. Last bit, here we go. But the mouse set him free. So now we're going to shoo the lion away. Shoo, 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 shoo. Can you do that? The mouse set him free. Shoo, 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 shoo. With the giggle and a grin. It's the same as it was before, but we do it with our mouse voice this time. Oh, oh, tee, tee. Okay, let's do the shooing first. Off we go. But the mouse set him free. Shoo, 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 shoo. With the giggle and a grin. Oh, oh, tee, tee. To think that a mouse squeak, 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 squeak. And then it's not to save the king, it's had saved the king, because he did it. Had saved the king. So we could do this whole thing all the way through from the beginning, I think. And if you get stuck, you can always go back to the beginning and do it all over again. So are you ready? Best singing voices and lots of really dramatic actions and really dramatic faces for the bits where you don't have to sing. Are you ready? The Jungle King, the Lion and the Mouse. Here we go. Let's pretend that we're doing this as a school assembly and we're showing it to all our parents and all our friends. So really stand up super smart and off we go. The Jungle King, the Jungle King gave a great big roar, gave a great big roar when he caught a mouse, when he caught a mouse in his great big paw, in his great big paw. Dear King, said the mouse, dear King, said the mouse, will you set me free, will you set me free? For the day may come, for the day may come, king was amazed. He roared a lot. Roar, 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 roar. The lion was strong. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the mouse was not. 1, 2, 3, 4. But the lion set him free. Shoo, 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 shoo. With a giggle and a grin. Ho, ho, tee, hee. To think that a mouse could save the king. Next part. Off we go. The jungle king, gave a great big roar, He was trapped by ropes, on the jungle floor, Dear king, said the mouse, I will set you free, For the day has come, when you do need me, The mouse scurried round. He squeaked a lot. Squeak, 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 squeak. His teeth were strong. And he chewed each knot. Chomp, 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 chomp. But the mouse set him free. Chew, 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 chew. With a giggle and a grin. Ah, ah, tee, tee. To think that a mouse had saved the king. The end. Give yourselves a big round of applause, just like you would do if we were in assembly. Fantastic. So I hope that you've enjoyed all the different story songs that we have looked at over the last few weeks. Maybe one day we'll get to sing them all together. Wouldn't that be lovely? But in the meantime, you can sing them to your family. Maybe some of you have found the stories that we've been singing about and read them, because that's a fabulous way of getting to remember the story and the song, isn't it? You may well have found some different stories that we could sing about another time. So to finish off with today, I thought, why don't we do one of my all-time favourite silly songs, which some of you might remember and some of you won't have done yet, which is called Throw Them Out the Window. This is great, this song, and it includes lots and lots of nursery rhymes in it. Now, I'm sure lots of you know nursery rhymes because they're the sorts of things that quite often your grandparents would sing to you. And they always have a little story to them. But the fantastic thing about this silly song is we don't sing them like they're supposed to be. Let me give you an example. So, I'll start off with the grand old Duke of York. That's actually about a real person. I think I did this one. Oh, the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. Now that's the real song, isn't it? You might know that one, but I'm going to change it. So it goes like this. The grand old, the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill. And then the last bit of the song goes like this. And threw them out the window, the second story window. He marched them up to the top of the hill and threw them out the window. Can you see what I did there? So, see if you can join in with me for the first bit of the song. So we sing the right words but the wrong music. The grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. Off we go. The grand old Duke of York, he'd had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill. But then we stop and we throw them out of the window. So this bit goes like this. And threw them out the window. Can you do that bit? And threw them out the window. And then the next part of the song goes like this. the window, the second story window. Can you do that with me? Off we go. The window, the second story window. And then the final bit of the song takes the bit from the Grand Old Duke of York. He marched them up to the top of the hill. That was the last bit we sang of the nursery rhyme, wasn't it? You do it with me. He marched them up to the top of the hill. And then he threw them out the window. And threw them out the window. So silly. Try it from the beginning. Off we go. The Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill. And threw them out the window, the window, the window, the second story window. He marched them up to the top of the hill and threw them out the window. You can do some actions while you're doing this. You can throw them out of the window, and you can do the marching up to the top of the hill as well. But I need to stay near the computer, so I'm just going to stay sitting down. Let's do another nursery rhyme. Let's think of one with more men in it. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men threw him out the window, the window, the window, the second story window. All the king's horses and all the king's men threw him out the window. Get the idea? You could go back and do that one again if you wanted to. Oh, let's have a quieter one now. Do you know this one? Mary had a little lamb, her fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, she threw it out the window, the second story window, and everywhere that Mary went, she threw it out the window. Poor sheep. How about this one? Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such fun, and threw them out the window, the second story window. The little dog laughed to see such fun, and threw them out the window. Excellent! One of my favourite silly songs of all time. You could probably think of lots of other little nursery rhymes that might work with that song. Something like, Baa, baa, black sheep, have you any wool? One for the master and one for the day. Then throw them out the window. You get the idea. I'm sure you could think of lots of them. Try them out at home and see if they work. And one day we'll get together and we'll sing it all over again. But in the meantime, it's time for me to go. I really hope you all have a wonderful summer. Some of you will be back at school already, but hopefully we will see each other all together again in September, and we'll be able to carry on some more fun music sessions. So it's been lovely doing these videos for you. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you soon. Bye everyone.